Tell me. Tell me. What, big dog? Tell me. What do you want? What do you want? What? Have the markets found a top? Right? I'd rather ask my dog than traditional TA analysts. Good morning, traders. Let's fly over here into the Alpha Trading Discord where all the peeps are waiting in the wings.
Hey, how you doing this?
Oh, asking the dogs if we found a market top yet.
Right.
I was going to go watch YouTube Jimmy, but yeah, the dogs give better info.
Yeah,
Don't
get some
you?
of that really valuable insight.
Look at the head on this dog. He's a big boy. You guys want out? Let's get rid of dogs. Let's get down. Go. All right. So, I'll start with got some new mouse traps. Got some new mouse traps yesterday. Forget what kind. Look pretty durable. Mouse traps are pieces of crap in general. They break quickly. So I use these things, and oh my God, they're like little torture devices. I had to throw them away. I caught 2 mice. If the mouse isn't coming straight into the trap, the bar that comes down will miss them if they're coming in from the side, and it just puts them in like a freaking chokehold. This bar. Last night in the middle of the night, I hear this mouse just losing its mind. I got to put on my headlamp and go find it. And dude, this thing is like all trapped up, broke neck, squirming around. I'm like, oh no. So I got to find a better way. Yeah, maybe I should get a cat. Dude, they're all pieces of crap these days. Remember way back in the day, they were built well. Just the cheap little like wood ones, man. They lasted forever. Take your finger off too. They take your finger. They kill instantly. Whap! Not that I want to kill these little animals, but hey, man, you're not going to be coming in freaking chewing on my toilet paper, and these things are crazy. They got in my toilet paper storage, man. Churned up a pile of toilet paper.
Did you get one of those box kinds that catches them in theory?
I didn't. I mean, I don't know what the hell to do.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like walks in and like
around it, right? And they get trapped up in there, and then you just go release them into the wild. Go, little mouse, go. I could just start collecting them, and at the end of the month, make dog food out of all of them or something.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's all good.
We've got those sticky traps.
Yeah, dude, I used them one time. So I get the sticky trap thing. Then I'm like, all right, I'm going to let this thing free. I ripped his legs off.
Oh, Jesus.
I tried to get him off. The thing freaking ripped his legs off. I was like, I'm just trying for a quick kill. I'm not looking to torture animals. Goodness gracious. Just a riot. Total riot. Damn, why I got a headache? Why'd I got to throw a headache on me right now? Probably dehydrated. It's all good. I'm trying to pound. All right. So, like in the title, right? How have the markets found the top? Doubt it. Are we going to get a pullback here? Especially if we're talking about Bitcoin? Look, yes, what happened early in the night, right? This thing pumped up above the top of that weekly range. Look, found support on it. Found support on it is what it did. Look at the nice bounce. So you bounce off the daily range. All right. Everybody out there watching, if you're watching for the first time, we are Alpha Trading. We trade volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. That's what you will be seeing on this channel. Okay, so the red dotted line here, that is the top of the weekly volatility range. Weekly close Sunday night. Just like I've been saying all week, there's a very high probability Bitcoin closes below like $30,560 coming into the close. Just you're not going to close out that area. Close up on top of that area, right? So pumped up though, went to the second resistance level on the wait a minute. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get back here. All right, on that 4-hour candle. The little blue line there, 4-hour first standard deviation. So it gets up above the weekly range, gets up to the first standard deviation, pulls back and sends a wick right to the top. Bull supported it right there. Kind of shocked that it didn't go back down to the daily. It's making its way right back down to the top of the weekly right now. Let me take a peek here. Let's go over here. I'm going to look at the 4-hour. Now, we always talk about this all the time. Look, on this 4-hour, we were way outside the power mean band, right? Price action just went sideways right back in, right? Returns mean revert. When we're talking about mean reversion, right? These means are fluid, man. They move. It's not like a volatility range. These actually move with the variance, with the volatility. So you can literally, price action doesn't have to come straight back down. It can just go sideways and mean revert back into the power mean bands, right? So now this pullback on this 4-hour candle, right? It's almost back to the power mean bands right now. Is there some bear div? There is bear div from way back, right? Well, actually, yeah, way back. I mean, we're talking top of this data set right here, all over the place, locally, right? Higher highs here, lower highs. The returns oscillator crossed down the zero mean. As soon as it did, we get this 4-hour drop. Now, is this where we're going to come back and test some of these, right? We had the wave trend cross up the reverse wave trend. Let's not get this twisted. Reverse wave trend crossed up the reverse fissure. This cross hasn't been tested. This wave trend, in my opinion, going to get tested. Where's it at? 29.4, right? $1,200. Is that too much to ask? Not really. We need a little pullback here, right? Obviously, all the fissures are down. Let's see here. Volatility, very erratic. Let's look on the daily. There we go. We got a little bit of volatility expansion, right? We were waiting for a move. Did we get it? Yeah, volatility expanded. There we go. We got to move from whatever 28 up to 30 point, right? 6. Good little move. 2K. So still in a random walk as well. All the fissures are still up on the daily. Bulls are definitely in control. And it doesn't matter to us what YouTube Jimmy's out there squawking about. It really doesn't matter. He's using lagging indicators. Let's see here. There's a little pullback. There we go, right there. A little bull div on the bear div on the 90-minute too. Got one fissure crossing down the mean of the volatility bands here. You see, had a little bit of trend, going back into a random walk. Actually. Yeah, this is going to be another length because you can see the volatility contracted, right? Look at the volatility. Here's where the correlation broke positive as volatility was contracting. So the price action starts to walk down. We got a little bump here. It's interesting. I guarantee you that was 2,400 or 981, one of them, or 2,400 down here, 981 expanding while that was contracting. That's why we did get that. Interesting. Now we're down on the current candle on the 90-minute. We're at the 95.4 Laplace distribution range to the downside. Sent a wick right into it. You can see it plain as day. Let's see here. 45. I'm just doing a quick little rundown through this intraday stuff. Yeah, random walks all over the place. No trend. Pulling back. Yeah, I got a wick below the 95.4 on the 45-minute. Not a brand. What's it close? 21 minutes? Yeah, right when the market opens too. See, where's that at on the 45? Yeah, about 470, a couple $100. Interesting. Could be a good scalp there. Variance, right? Variance dip, right? All the way, pretty much. Close. I like to see it. Right there is fine. Fine with me. Down about a 0.2. It is rising right now, negatively correlated. Coming off what on the 45, right? We still have, you know what? Nah, the bear div's playing out, but it definitely, what's it setting up now? We're setting up a little bull div. But, I'll follow these fissures down. Goodness gracious. And just local too, right? And this is pretty close. There is no correlation on this. And there goes Big Dog. Barking at something. See, going on to 33-minute. Oh, interesting. So you're cruising down through these time frames, right? Volatility was crashed right here. Totally crushed. Expanded. Boom. Negatively correlated. And on the 33-minute, right, where that 90-minute hit the 95.4 Laplace, look at the 33-minute. For anybody out there who doesn't understand these distribution levels and that the algorithms, this is what the algorithms push to, right? They know where these areas are at. This is all math-based. You think these high-frequency trading firms are using lagging indicators? They are using math. They got a lot of smart people working on this stuff, guarantee it. Well, but Bilbo, why do we never hear anybody talking about any of this? Because this is industry secrets. They don't want people trading like this. Trust me, they do not. If everybody tomorrow started trading the VEPS, or at least starting to learn, held off on trading, why they learned, boy, that'd dry a little bit of the market up, wouldn't it? I'm talking about everybody out there started trading the VEPS. Their game is over. Their game is over. They won't be able to move without being noticed. Guarantee that. But yeah, interesting. And this just came back down too. So that wick went right to the cross, right? So you're getting the wave trend crossing up the fissure here again too. But yeah, all you got to do, right? If you don't know much about alpha trading or listening to these for the first time, come into the Discord. We can show you, we can talk to you, whatever you need. We are very friendly and we are here to teach. Yes, Warlord. But yeah, you can see this time after time after time after time again, how these distribution levels, right, get hit. They get hit all the time. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let me show you something on the 4 hour. Pop over here. Okay, let's turn off the 30. There we go. Expand this. So we had a perfect tap. Yeah, there it is. Look at these 4 hours. Look at the 4 hours. Man, boy, oh boy. Running it perfectly. So this is what I was looking at. Let me see, what time was that when I was looking at these charts? Yeah, was that at 8? Yeah, that's right. So what time did I get home? I got home about 11 o'clock. First thing I noticed, second standard right? Look, mean reversion. Look how this mean reverted twice. Mean reverted twice. You get this massive pump off of the 11 length RMLR and the 30 power mean. Here's the intersection right here. A few candles later, pop. Goes sideways to mean revert, right? Drops below. I mean, God, look at this clear out right here. I mean, you got to be kidding me. If you do not understand what's going on in these markets, you need to understand the distribution. So once you get through here, right? And we showed this a little bit yesterday, but I didn't get to the point where this candle opens up and pumps right to where? Look at it. Second standard deviation, right? Then dumps all the way to where? Second standard deviation. That's a hell of a move. What's it do now, right? So you hit the 3SD band to the top side, hit it to the bottom side, then it goes to mean revert again. We open up this 4 hour candle, it runs right to the second standard deviation. On the current candle, the blue dot and the first standard deviation band. Look at the next 4 hour candle. Opens up, pulls back to the 68.3 Laplace, the pink dot. Then where's it pump to? First standard deviation that is sitting right at the second standard deviation band around the RMLR. You see how these deviation levels hit? So what's happening? 2SD band? Yeah, what's down here? 30.2. So what I'm looking for is that 29. Was that 29.4, right? 29.4 number? Here's 29.6 on the 4 hour. We got the 30 power mean right here. I think this is going to drop down through. But sure could. Sure could indeed. Let me look one more time on this 4 hour. Variance coming down negatively correlated though, and this bear div is. Let me blow this up real quick. Yeah, it's negatively correlated.
It's also still according to the 1110 RMLR, which is down just below that power mean. At what did you say? 30 what?
Well, this is.
It's literally at 29.6 is that 1110 RMLR.
This is the 1110.
The 3012 LR.
Yeah. Where's it at? Yeah, it's right on it. Yeah, this is perfect. This would be absolutely perfect too. Look at this RMLR riding that power mean. That's interesting, isn't it? I didn't turn on the 30 this morning. Wow. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's a collision course getting ready to happen here, man. There is a collision course. Now, this could be when the 11 crosses down. But by that time, man, Depending on what happens, I'll tell you what, pretty soon though. No, this is the 30. This isn't going to turn down. See, we know how these projections work. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I can tell right now. Yeah, you can see the 30 running off, right? You can see the 30. So we're going to have a collision course out here with the 11 probably. Actually, man, I don't know. You can see where it's happening. Wow, man, this is an interesting chart right here.
Yeah, that doesn't have to. It can sideways. It can
Yeah.
sideways walk
Oh
off.
yeah. It can go sideways right into this. I'm just saying this is going to get real interesting right here. I want to see what happens with this power mean, this 30 power mean.
Yeah, because it's basically intersecting on your chart. On mine is a little bit different, but it's it's in move mode.
Oh, I just figured out what's going on. The RMLR is in transition. It's starting to identify as a power mean. We got to take care of this now, or this could get out of control. This could get really out of control. That's what's happening. No.
Right.
No. Oh, wait. I got to turn this off. It's getting a mind of its own. No, we won't be having any of that at Alpha Trading. You are a reverse mean of log returns. That is a power mean, right?
Listen.
Yes. Power means, yeah, look, power means can get pregnant. RMLRs can't. You are not going to identify as that power mean. I'm telling you right now. It's not happening. Just thought I'd throw a little humor in.
I'm not today.
Power means that have experienced menopause, they cannot. Menopause.
This is the clown world we live in right now. I never thought I'd be talking about this stuff. It's ridiculous.
Menopause.
Yeah. Got dog hair floating around and shit. Jesus. Living in squalor. But yeah, all right. All fun and games are over. I just kind of noticed what was going on. I was like, we're not going to have this. No, we're not. I had to shut it off. Shut that shit down quick. Okay, dokey. You know what? Let's go up here on daily. Wow. Let's scale this down a little bit. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, we love to be able to project, right? The future of this RMLR. Pretty damn powerful. As you saw in the 4 hour, right? You saw when the intersection was going to happen. You saw it. And folks, is that projection like 100% correct? Yeah, it is, man. It'll blow your mind. Watch it. We'll show you tomorrow and the next day. It'll follow that line to a T. How though? How? Why is it doing that? Well, yeah, man. Crack the code. They said it couldn't be done. There's so much more too. So much more. Endless. Let me see what a 30 is real quick on here on the daily. Oh, wow. So you got the 4 hour, right? 4 hours up there launching off the 11. You got, man, oh man. Man, this is just set up so bullish in my opinion, but still, I'm going to get this pullback. Dollar had a nice little pump here, right? Where'd it go to? Right up to, that's the first support level to the dollar's weekly volatility range. It's right up here, right? That is resistance now. I'll tell you what, right now, that dollar gets back up above this level. I would be looking probably, because is that something hard for a data set to do? Absolutely. You're talking about a weekly. Real support and resistance when it comes to volatility, right? It's not like we just, where's the data set? Let's just pop some lines on this chart. This chart's awesome. Populates new levels every day, every week, every month. And when you learn how to integrate all that together, it's very powerful. So if you see this dollar data set get up above here, you know what? I'm going to even go a step farther, because you got the first standard deviation here too, which we all know about the distribution and the probabilities. So if it's a powerful enough move to get up above that weekly level and the 1 SD on the daily, I'm looking for 95 for Laplace today on the dollar. Right? It's just been getting nuked. It's been getting ripped. These markets have been really running. I was looking at some different assets and some stocks though. Yeah, man, crypto's really moving. Indeed. Let's see here. Coinbase, what we got? How much time? 11 minutes. 11 minutes to market open. So that's what I'm looking for in the dollar. You know what? So before the market opens, let's pop on it real quick. Let's look at the dollar. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Look at the 4 hour, man. Look at the bull div on the 4 hour. It's positively correlated. People are like, whoa, but we're outside the volatility band, right? These volatility bands spread. Let's blow this up. Put this into perspective. Where the returns oscillator, and it's rising, where the returns oscillator is right now, and some of the levels it goes to. I mean, we got this thing's, it's pumping right now too, isn't it? Let's see here. Spread this back out. And you always want to expand your indicator because it's not going to look at this bull div, man. I'm telling you. Look at the bull div. Where's it at right now? The 9 length log MA in the bottom of the power mean band. Let's see where this on the 4 hour. Where's wave trend? 101.8. Imagine that. What's at 101.8? Did I look at this previously? No. This is how all this works together, though, man. This is how all this works together. Literally, before I even went to that chart, I said, if the dollar can get up above these levels, it's probably going to run to the 95.4 Laplace on the daily. That's pretty much right at 101.8. It's a little bit below it. And what you're outside the power mean band, usually you're going to go test the wave trend. And it's right there. It's right at the daily 95.4 Laplace. And seeing this bull div, going back into a random walk too, you can see the predictor flip too. To the top side, volatility is expanding. If all these volatility reads are expanding, so I wish people would come study this stuff. And still, volatility, learn it. Yeah, positively correlated, 981 and 2400. All three of them expanding, positively correlated. If you're an alpha trader, you know what that means. So that's on a 4 hour. Looking good. Yeah, give the dollar a little break. It's been getting beat to death. Beat to death. Need to look at some, especially if Bitcoin starts running with the dollar too. If the dollar pumps, we'll definitely get into some correlation. Let me see if there's bull div on the daily. No, there's not. Yep, not at all. So what's that telling me? This thing is probably, let's see here. Where's it on the daily? That 101.8, right at the bottom of the power mean band. And if it gets there, you know what it's going to set up, right? Yeah. If it does travel that far, look, it's this move on the returns oscillator on the daily. There's no div, but it's positively correlated. So that's almost a no-brainer at this point. And that returns oscillator will definitely make a higher high, where the data set will make a lower high. What's that gonna set up? Hidden bear for continuation, right? Hidden divergence is a continuation divergence. Let's see. Glad I did this because this is interesting. Okay, we good. So no div on the daily. It's down here, right? It's down here on the lower time frames. The 4 hour had a ton of it. 90 minute, boom. Here we go. Positively correlated. And this thing's same thing. I probably don't even need to look at the correlations. You can tell by a volatile candle like this. That's what people don't realize when they're trying to trade candle patterns. Look, any type of patterns. Do you know that the failure rate, do you know how high it is? Look, if you're going to trade probabilities, what the hell are you drawing on your chart for, man? Let's use some math, shall we? I mean, come on, man. Because there is a high probability these patterns fail. So you got to take that into account. You definitely do. Yeah, this thing, man, interesting. Let me guess. Topside power mean band, 101.8 almost on the 90 minute. Yep, of course. But look, on this 90 minute candle right here, it's already at the 99.7 Laplace band. Okay, so there's a 99.7% chance. We got 35 minutes. 35 minutes left in this 90-minute candle. That it doesn't close above this area, right? That it does not close above this area. And you got wave trend. And, oh yeah, just notice that. We got the 33. That's the pink dotted line there crossing down too. Yeah, another reason, man. It's a magnet right now. Magnet. And if it does get above there, you will see this 101.8. Got a creature scratching on my door. Go lay down. I am not letting you in. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you can see.
Can you spend a little time on SPY?
Yeah. Look at all the lower lows, right? This was just setting up bull div. Finally get a pop. Finally get the pop. Took a while. Let me see here. And look at this. Yeah. Interesting indeed. Look at these contractions. Man, those things dropped off a cliff. Huh. Yeah, I just wanted to get a read on this dollar first, right? You always, in my opinion, especially when we're dealing with the traditional markets, Bitcoin will be more correlated with the dollar than the traditional markets are most of the time. Even though that's still a low percentage. Come on. Get up in here. But when it comes to the two, Bitcoin will run with the dollar more than SPY will all day long. So that's what I want to do. What's the dollar doing? There's a lot of bull div, man. There's a lot of bull div on a lot of time frames. SPY's down pre-market too, right? Yeah. What a point. Not quite a point. Yeah, where'd this thing close at? Yeah, pretty much. About a point down. Pull up here. Where you at? Little shit. Fire up the brokerage account here. So get some quotes, man. Let's see here. Initializing brokerage session. Well, get your shit together and do it. Come on now. This thing's moving like molasses. All right, there we go. What are we doing, SPY? Let me go to these 0 days. How'd you like that yesterday, though? How'd you like those 411s? Wow, man. It was in the charts. It was a no-brainer. Man, it played out. Oof. Thing ended up in the money. Beautiful. That's what you want too, man. That's what you want. You see something coming. You're trading these intraday options. Why did I do that? It was the expected move. It literally was the expected move to the top side. Today's expected move to the top side. Let's see here. Why am I not getting that read? That is weird. 415. Like 415.5. Bottom side expected move is about 411, right? So now the 411 put is the expected move to the downside. Interesting. Let me see something real quick. Whoops. Where's that 411 at?
Hey, Bilbo, quick question.
Boom. Yes.
Is there a reason you're not running extended trading hours on your SPY?
Yeah, just muddles up. I mean, I do. If I'm looking at it pre-market, I will. I just don't have it on. Yeah. I just don't have it on. And I mean, that's why we got I see where it's at, right? The pre-market read.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I
like
understand. Let's see here. Yeah, I just don't have it on. I also noticed too when I have it on, kind of messes with the charts a little bit too.
Excuse it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Reduce the wary. So yeah, that's why. Thanks, P-Fun.
Yeah, no, I like to look at them.
Yeah, I just don't have them on. That's all. I just don't have them on.
Yeah.
So, all right. SPY, what do we got? 45 minutes. Let's jump up here. Let me see how this closed yesterday with an outlier to the top side. Setting up, though. Okay. Setting up bear div right now. This will be interesting to see this open. I'm going to see how see how this volatility, the correlation. Because you can see, right, this correlation read, it's pretty high already. And we're getting this little bit of expansion. You can see the move we had yesterday. That correlation breaks and all this continues. Let's take a peek real quick. Let's see if the 981 or the 2400 is negative. I have a strong feeling the 981 is going to be Negatively correlated. Let's see. No. Okay. Is it 2,400? Okay. All right. But this is going to change. That's what boom. And did it change? It sure the hell did. So let's see here. Now the 9. Okay. Now they're both contracting. Negatively correlated though. Wow, man. Is this positive? This thing's being tricky right now, man. Let me drop to a 4 hour. Let me see where this new range is real quick. Yeah, pretty much gap down right to the top of the daily. Bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. You can see it right here. Where's that 411? Where's that 411? Bottom of the daily? Yeah, bottom of the daily range. Bottom of the daily range is the expected move. Okay. You got the weekly down here. Now we can pop back over on these charts. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, here you go. Right? I was just talking about, look, this is setting up bear div. As soon as it opened up, the correlation built. Returns oscillator turned down. Now it's just laying on the zero mean. If this drops below, if this positive correlation, yeah, man. Wow. That is the daily though. Let me go to the 4 hour. Yeah, there's on the 4 hour. No bear div. And it was having that outlier yesterday as well. The volatility, man, this 2,400 on SPY is just hanging low. Usually when this happens, right? When you get the 525 expand fully and the 2,400 just lays there, doesn't expand at all, look for this to contract. Usually both of them. Jesus. Hold on. What the hell's going on now? It's always something out here, man. What kind of animal is approaching now? Get him. All right, we're back. So yeah, that's the you usually will see that. And that volatility just doesn't budge. Just sitting in the basement waiting. Come back and join me. It's already starting to contract. But how? What's it going to? Let me pull this back up. Let's see here. Donnie listening out now? Yeah, if you're watching, I wonder if Jeff's watching the stream. Man, I'd love to get a little box up here where I got to just change the AVRs. So I have to scroll down every time. Like I'm just going to populate them all probably. I like having a big entropy indicator though, right? Yeah. That's one. Good. That's one thing, that poor RMLR that's, trying to identify as the power mean. It definitely, does not have big entropy. Let's see here.
Sorry, what did you want?
What?
What are you looking for?
Oh, no, like to change, right? To change the correlation instead of populating them all, there's just a lot of more noise. So I just like to switch them up. I was like, it'd be nice to have like up here at the top of the settings, just a little box where you can change it. So I don't have to scroll all the way down every time.
Oh, I got you.
Dude.
Yeah, we can move it up.
Hey, man. That'd be awesome. Let me see here. Okay, so 2,400 just laying there. So we're contracting on low length. It's negatively correlated. Expanding 981. I mean, boy, that correlation's getting ready to break. I mean, if this starts to contract and stays positive, damn, man, this thing's going to probably come down here. It's already kind of in my brain. And, have we come back? Look, I always talk about these crosses with reverse wave trend and Fisher. Hasn't been tested. What's this wave trend at down here? Today, boy, oh boy, I'd take care of some of these over leveraged folks. That's for damn sure. Come down, test up on this wave trend. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be buying any calls today, man, to be honest. I'm not saying it can't go that way, but we have not came down the test. We're still outside the power mean band on the 4 hour. Is it outside on the daily too? Pretty sure. And remember, with the bear div outside, yeah. And so on the daily, we're talking like 401.5. 4-hour wave trends at about 403.5. 4015, 4035. Where's that 4035? Wow, man. That's a massive move. Do I think that's going to happen today? Nah, I really don't. Let me see here. We're talking below this especially. Here is a, right, here's one of the monthly resistance levels. We'll probably kick this back up. Yeah, I don't see that much of a pullback coming unless this dollar really, really, really rips. Really rips. Do I see that getting tested this week going into the close here? No, that's a top of the monthly. My bad. That's not a support level. Tell you what, though, man, that's like right, 400 is right at the center of the monthly range. It's be par for the course, too, for this thing to pull back. But it's like in the top of this daily right now. It is. It's all going to depend on what this dollar does. I mean, it's definitely trying to get a footing here. And, right, there's bear div. Go down through 90-minute. Variance coming down, negatively correlated. Wow, man. Probably going to be setting up hidden bull. Huh. Yeah, this and volatility is going to come in a big play here. Big play. I mean, it would shock me at all to kind of see things cool off too. Got a couple thoughts brewing. Couple thoughts are a brewing. This, I need the 33-minute. Yeah, man. Of course. Volatility's low too. Volatility is low. What is that? That 2400 starting to turn up. Gotta get another read. This volatility is really low. I want to see this. So contracting negatively correlated on the 525. Let's see. Yeah, positively correlated on the 981, and it's contracting. 2400. Yeah. That 981 just turned down. 2400 contracting too. Is it positively correlated? It is. Both saying down. We are trending still, though. At this point, I'm going to be looking. Where's the div? Where's that div? I mean, there's a bunch. You get a rejection here on the zero mean. I mean, look at the returns. Look at the returns as the data set was just going ham, right? Not ham, but moving yesterday. I mean, that was a nice little move. Returns oscillator, thing just hanging around the zero mean, even dipping. This is just a ton of bear divs setting up. You get a rejection here. Now, you could negate it altogether with a pump here on the returns oscillator. You get the returns oscillator up here at a higher high. Things are all good. Things are all good again. But here we go on the 15-minute volatility. Yeah, I mean, everything's, but look at the 2400, man, just sitting there. 981. Let's see if it's positively correlated too. Since this is such a low time frame, probably is. Yep. Usually, right? I mean, the hit rate on telling you whether this is going to be positively or negatively correlated just by looking at market conditions, usually pretty spot on. 2400 again, just laying down here. What's the correlation? Yeah, same with the correlation, man. Same with the correlation, and that's actually, so you're above the zero threshold here. It's positively correlated, but it is just flat. Nothing happening with it at all. That starts to expand. Usually, right? What happens? We're positively correlated. Correlation breaks, it's negative. If it expands and then you see these expansions flip negatively correlated, this can come down quick. These bulls are fighting though, man. These bulls are fighting going into the end of the week, right? They want to end on a good note. There's no doubt about it. You're having an outlier right now. I'm just waiting. They got something up their sleeve.
Those 11s are cheap, man.
Yeah, I bet they are.
11 cents, man. They're down from or 20 cents.
Yeah, 20 cents.
Hmm.
Yeah, the 410s are 11. 412s 39. Where's the center of the daily? The 412s? Man, you can get a 412 right now for 40 cents.
Right. That's down from 80 cents right on the open.
That might be a good call. You might get a little discount here, though. Let me see. There's the first resistance level on the weekly. We haven't got to yet, right? No. Yeah, chilling. Boy, that thing ran up to there. If that ran up to a 4. What's that?
Sorry. I was just saying the futures just tapped 3 standard deviations out, though, on the RMA.
Nice.
I mean, so this might be your discount here or shortly.
412s, yeah. I'm telling you, man, I liked it. 412. Yeah, the 411s or the 412s. That'd be great to nail that 411 2 days in a row. Call input. That's the dream, right? We like the 411. We don't need no 411s identifying as 412s, or got to keep them in the 411s. We like them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just the way this market's been moving. I'm telling you, man, even on these low time frames, I'm telling you, man, this thing's gonna, these assets are going to come back. They're going to test these wave trends, man. On this run this week. Yeah. There's so many time frames we're outside of it, or just bouncing off the top of the power mean band, which that's, the returns mean revert. Those are all power means, just different lengths. That's why that band is so that's why you will see that's why it's a massive magnet. And if you understand how all this is working together, these log MAs, the reverse Fisher and wave trend, gives you a lot of insight to what could possibly happen. You'll always hear me say possibly. It's all about possibilities, right? Probabilities. What is probable? What's the math telling us? And plus, I mean, the returns, the Z-score, even on the 15. Where's it at on the 33? Didn't really look at the Z-scores. Looking to see if there's anything up here. We got some bear div anywhere. Yeah, I don't know, man. These Z-scores are rising. 90 minutes trending. But the variance is definitely, right? Definitely contracting. But it's negatively correlated. This is how this happens, man. Get a nice little pump here on the outlier, and it just keeps walking up with the variance contracting. Oh, look at the volatility. Is there such thing as a head and shoulders in a volatility read, Yasha? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We like it though, boy. It's getting crushed again. That's what, guys. It's all about volatility, man. Volatility just expands and contracts. When you learn this and the correlation, right? It just looks like a bunch of noise. This is very, very insightful when you learn it. It is. Let me check something here. It's got a little on. Nice. And back. But it's looking strong right now. I'm telling you though, man, you got this weekly resistance level. Top side of the 68.3. If this is going to pull back, the dollar looks like it's going to get some legs today. This is, look at these minis, man. Yeah, right?
I don't see much room up top, though.
It is Friday. What are the, let me see here. Whoops. Yeah, these weeklies. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? We got the weekly expiration today too. Jesus. Oh yeah, boy, those 412s. Definitely getting them at a discount right now as this thing pumps. I bet if that does go up, right, we get up here to this weekly resistance level at 415.
Yeah.
Wow, man. You might be able to get those 412s for what? Quarter, 20 cents? Probably 20 cents. Nice. Just got a DM. Somebody minted the Ninja Turtle. Nakamoto well. Awesome. Wasn't me. I heard the Warlord got a mint. My man. Let's see here. I don't know if you've received that yet. You know,
I'm checking.
yeah, you know how
I'm checking.
You know how BTC is. It might be a minute. It said 5 minutes for the confirmation. That's another thing too.
Okay.
If people are diving into ordinals, the best time is literally about, and we're talking Eastern Standard Time, like midnight to 3 a.m. for transactions. I mean, Bitcoin, they're usually pretty snappy. The majority of these Bitcoin transactions are happening, in the United States, in my opinion.
How many hours ago was that? I just want to measure here.
Oh, dude, it was literally like I sent it like right before the stream.
That's like 7 to 10 a.m. our time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 7 to 10 your time, Yasha, right? So yeah, it's early morning there. So it's like a perfect little window for quick BTC transactions, at least as quick as you'll ever get them. Especially if you're like, sending the fee lowest freaking sat possible.
You can go and look at the South Park Satoshi bus.
Oh yeah, what is that website? Put that link in there. That is cool because it is cool. If people haven't seen it. I wasn't in the Alpha Voice chat. How dare me?
What is it?
Oh, Zam, yeah. Let's see. Nobody's saying Blade, Beef Company, and many other listings. Okay, Zam, huh? Yeah, we'll get to it. Definitely. What is Zam? What is Zam?
So it's arrived because obviously the balance had 0 in it, and now it's got a little bit of BTC with it. So I don't know how to view it, but thank you.
You did give me that ordinal address, correct?
Yeah, it's got in Hyro or the wallet. It's got collectibles, the recycle sign, and then like an amount of BTC in there.
Yeah, it'll show up if it's in there. Okay. Yeah, because all it is 1 Satoshi. So.
Okay, shot. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I will definitely be shouting from the roofs if it if it prints.
Yeah, it'll pop up because it'll literally. I'll show you what it looks like. Don't matter already. We're not gonna see any passwords or anything. What wallet are you using? Hero. Let me see. Oh, it's not even popping up. But yeah, so like right below, like if you have it on regular. If you don't hit send or anything where it opens up ordinals, you'll see it like the regular like hero screen where it's just got Bitcoin and stacks and just the account on top. The collectibles, it'll show up down there.
Yeah, where the plus sign was. Yeah, I'm sure it will reflect on the next block or something.
Yeah, it'll pop in. It'll pop up. Sometimes they take a minute. Sometimes
this is so cool, actually. I dig that it takes a while because there's like
it's like your own little self-reveal period, right? You're sitting there like, hey, it's like a mint reveal that it wasn't put forth by the team. It's just the BTC blockchain. Isn't that funny too? All the degens that are just in Solana, they've never even. It blows my mind how many people got into crypto just through NFTs. They got even no clue about Bitcoin. Don't want to buy any Bitcoin. It's like, man, you guys are just wow. You should be buying some Bitcoin. I would be. Not financial advice. I love Bitcoin. But yeah, it's a riot. They're just there. They just think they get rugged. Hey, man, it's been 5 hours. It's like, welcome to BTC, baby. Welcome to BTC. All you got to do is give a higher fee, man. You'll get it quicker. But these miners.
In the real world.
Yeah. I literally, when I did a couple, I mean, the network was so clogged, it was like rejecting my transaction, wanted more. I bumped it up, but like I think a couple of my ordinals, I sent like $7, $7 fee, and I got them quick.
Yeah, that would, I would protest for that. Yeah.
Yep. So that, yeah, what I'm waiting for to see what happens to the dollar here. If it can get back above that weekly support level, it's definitely flipped resistance. They definitely do. If you can get back up above it, dollar can finish off on a good note. Like I said, I could see the dollar rip up to this 95.4 Laplace. We already showed earlier why, right? And then we've already showed a few things with the reverse wave trend on SPY. Why SPY could make its way back down. So yeah, gonna be interesting. But SPY, those levels, oof. Let me see something real quick. What time frame was that? 90. I'm looking at 407. Oh, I mean, God, man. Here's the 33-minute candle. Good Lord. No div. This thing just running wild. Running wild. Indeed.
Those 11s are 35 cents.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, yeah. 412's a quarter. Interesting. This thing's dropped, 15 cents. Bing, bang. So where is, because we're getting ready to get across here at 410.3. Close to those 411s. I like the 412s. I like the 412 at some point. But look what these markets have been doing, man. Look what these markets have been doing. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer here what the opening call was. This thing ran quickly. I didn't even look, too, what the 415s were right out of the gate. Calls. I imagine they probably doubled at least. I bet they were about 40 cents, to be honest, huh?
They were 20.
20? Wow.
29, 28.
Now they're almost $1. That was a quick 5x. Wham! What a play that would have been, right? Get that quick early morning 5x, and then if this thing turns around, get to 412 at a quarter right now. Good stuff.
Qs are even more high. Are even more extended.
Yo, thank you, Bobo. I've just seen it arrive. That is such a gangster setup.
Yeah,
Thank
I thought
you so much,
that looked like I was like, that's Warlord right there.
Dude, the numbers, I'm a number fiend. Like, it's fucking right on the money, dude. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really do appreciate that.
You deserve it.
That is
deserve
fucking nuts, dude. Thank you so much.
It was between you and that modest man, dude. You're both.
Yeah,
like,
modest man is dope.
Yeah, right? I'm just like, God, do I need to give him one too? I kind of feel bad. I mean, I got 10. They were free. They were free, right? So I'm just like trying to take care of the people that missed out on the 33%. Then I was like, well, shit, I got to give it to Warlord.
No, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm obviously like working towards things, and this is beautiful, dude. I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
That is so fucking cool.
And
thank you all for trading, man, as well, gents.
Yeah.
Thank you for the journey and bringing me along.
You've been part of the journey since day one, pretty much, right? 100%.
Shut.
It's awesome.
Full bar, gents. If we were, and salute to you, gents. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to my mom, so it's gonna be like a little heirloom, a little bit of hard work to be like, there you go.
Beautiful.
So shot, brother. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, the dollar's not liking this level here, don't you? I mean, this could go the other way. The battle, right? This is closing day of the week. Need to I wonder, yeah, that's what I'm looking for too, is that order flow for options. I mean, I don't even know the first step to creating that indicator. No freaking clue. No clue how that would be created. That's why I just fly the stealth fighter. No clue, but that would definitely, And that was somebody asking in the chat too the other day, right? It's definitely powerful just to see what's going on, especially when you get towards these expirations. That's why there's literally people out there. I mean, I heard it with these big ass ears, literally saying that options are there to be able to hedge future positions. I don't know who told this cat that. That is just totally backwards. That is not what it's for. No. You use the few. That's why when you get towards option expiration, futures sometimes will just go wild. Because one of these sides, right? You got to buy or sell futures. You got to do something. You got to hedge your position. Got to hedge your position, especially if they're European style, right? Where you're in it. You're in it till expiration. What the? That's insane to me. Right? That is just insane. Thank God for American options. Like, here, we can scam this up a bit. They can close whenever the hell they want. Pretty wild.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Right back. Yep. But that's what, that's why these zero DTE, right, just are hot. You can scalp them. Did you imagine, it'd be P-Fun, can you imagine trading zero DTE and you're locked in? Train wreck. Yeah, train wreck. Holy crap. You get lucky sometimes, but man, oh man, we know how this rolls.
Yeah. Markets, like you had a lot of order flow behind you, you could get upside down real quick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah.
Especially with electronic trading, everything just zaps. It's automatic execution. You know what I mean?
Right.
The old days, at least you could control it.
Yeah. Now the party's on. Gig is up. Yeah, and this is perfect where this is at too, right? So you got the first resistance level on SPY's data sets at the pretty much first resistance level. Okay. It's actually at so we get the open. Is that top side 4 hours 68.3. It's got the first standard deviation up here. So you got the dollar data set at a support level that's flipped to resistance, and you got SPY at the first resistance on the weekly. What's going to give here? SPY gets up above here, and the dollar just rejects, gets below. I mean, there's two sides of this coin. I mean, hell, man, this thing could run. Guarantee you, these bulls want to run this thing up on Friday, but I saw this dollar gain in strength, and you see all that bull div. It's going to play out. Could it have been just that? I mean, the dollar is pretty damn weak. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, is that like a 90-minute, 45-minute, 4-hour bull move play? If it is, oh boy, this thing is weaker than we thought. But that's a tough area. It's tougher to get back up above a support that's flipped to resistance than it is to get above a resistance level. Way harder. The bulls will be here, right? They're gonna. Not that the bulls, right, or the bears will be here kicking this thing down. Not that they're here, but this is the point where they run it by. The bears will flip the script, man. They'll hit buy. They'll hit that algo buy button. They'll turn the buys on. So this could heat up here. I mean, hell, the dollar almost. I mean, we got the 1 SD up here too at 101.5. Yeah, this is a little bit of a. Just because of the way the week is gone, right? I'm just like, okay, when they gonna win? When is this gonna happen? I'm trying to find stuff in the charts, right? And I saw the bull div on the dollar. God, these bulls are relentless, man, which I love, right? Let's go. It's time. Bull market. That's what people are like. Oh, I don't hear anybody. Nobody talks about crypto bull market. It's just like, dude, we're in a bull market again, in my opinion. Crypto is on the rise. I mean, you get economic conditions like this. It's perfect for Bitcoin. It's whatever, a lot of these people, especially the traditional analysts that just can't stand Bitcoin and don't understand it, don't get, well, I don't understand why Bitcoin's $30,000. That's because you're a moron. Really? Are we here again? Just with there's only buying and selling going on? It's just like, what don't you understand? Why is Bitcoin at $30,000? Because that's what people value it at. You don't have to complicate it or try to gaslight people that Bitcoin's a shit show or whatever you want to do. It's, dude, hello. People are valuing Bitcoin at $30,000. That's why. People are buying. That's all there is to it. People are buying. Oh, I wish I was able to trade on Durabit. Literally 80% of the Bitcoin option volume is there in ETH. Yep, in ETH. Beautiful, beautiful platform too. When these exchanges started getting all just jacked, they were the first ones that put out a public statement and showed everything. Look, you can trust us. You can trust us. Sure can, man.
FTX is open. You heard that, right?
What are they doing?
FTX is using collateral from traders and something like $7.5 billion that they recovered in liquid assets and other assets to reopen. But under new management, so everything's hunky dory. Everything will be fine.
And everybody will just flood back in, probably. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just
sure.
Insane. They will not going to see another dime from me ever.
Nope. But people that lost funds that do want to go and recover their funds are going to go there and probably get tempted to try the new version.
Crazy.
I would not do it.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, I'm pin the tail on the donkey.
Yeah.
Pin the tail on the...
Yeah, they do have completely new management, but still, I mean,
New management, huh?
Well, they have a new CEO. They've got, all the top people that were involved in that nonsense are obviously all gone, and many of them are facing serious consequences one way or the other, relatively. But,
Why do I have
probably not an idea to put funds into an exchange that is currently undergoing that kind of situation. I'll just say.
Do we think that this fraudster is ever going to see jail?
You know what? He's not a traditional banker, so he might. But
I don't know, man.
He might be connected enough that no. But then again, he wasn't connected enough to avoid problems. So.
But I've said for a long time that there's no way that goof-ass orchestrated this.
Oh.
In my opinion, FTX got co-opted by the U.S. government. The U.S. government used it to bring down crypto.
If he was working on Wall Street, wouldn't have even been a blip on the radar.
No. I bet they dragged this out until everybody just forgets. That's why they're probably reopening up. Let's get everybody hyped again. We'll run this exchange proper, blah, 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 blah. And people just forget. You know how people are. Where's the new shiny thing? Oh, FTX is open again?
Right.
I mean, it was when it was running. I mean, it was a great platform. Great platform.
Yeah, because we've got shady thing going on in the background that no one is aware of, and mismanagement of funds that seems perfectly fine, right? While the Ponzi is running.
Yeah, it's insane. Insane.
Oh, I just put my money in and they take more money out. Wow, how does that work?
Yeah, that's a cool website. That TX Street. You guys really want to see the blockchains, man? It's really cool. It shows you why. Where's my ordinal? Oh shit! There it is. Especially, you got to know. I mean, if these miners, if you're paying low fee, trust me, you're the last guy on the totem pole. Last guy on the old totem pole. Okay, I'm going to go to some super low time frames here on SPY. First 15. Oh, wait, whoa. Hell, the 33 was setting it up. You get a positive correlation here, this thing's just going to fly down. I mean, so you're getting a rejection on the zero mean with bear dev on the 33. 15 minute, right? It's there. It's been there, but Watch the 15-minute to drop below the zero mean. I mean, and this is what I'm going off of right here, right? There's where the div's at the top of this data set. I mean, that's a hell of a little run there. Hell of a little run. And then, you definitely got some steep bear div. And I'm telling you, man, this thing is positively correlated. This returns oscillator and the 15 crosses a zero mean on that, and it continues. But look at look how fast the correlation can change. All right, look how fast the correlation can change. And that wick just pull right back up. Powerful. So here's a 9-minute. No div. That's what I'm trying to find on this move right here. It's probably going to be on the 6-minute. No, Jiminy Christmas. There it is. 3-minute. Woohoo! We got some 3-minute bear div bringing this thing down. Oh, this thing's going to zero now. Buy a 200 put, P-Funk. What are they going for?
200.
I seriously doubt there's a bid on that. Oh, geez. Let me see how low. Yeah, I mean, you go down. 400 doesn't even have a bid. 400 doesn't even have a bid. What about calls? Calls, 422s. Pretty big range there. 22 points. Where's the 2SD? So the 2SD, the top side's at about 420. 420? Who said that? Bottom side, 407.5. Then you got the expected move up in there, right? I already said 416 to the top side, almost 416. Then like 412.5 to the downside. So these expected moves, man, are pretty strong. Really helps you. Okay. Let me see here. There's the look. I mean, the Fisher on the 3-minute is at pretty much 412.5. Those 412s were just down to what, 20 cents? They're back up to almost 40. That was the sale right there. That was a little bit of a sale. And I mean, dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, did we have a little fake out? I mean, if you don't have the VEPS, you don't have a returns oscillator, how do you know all that div's building? You don't. So let's see. Like I said, if we got, I mean, this data set on the dollar got above this support level that's flipped resistance. That's strong in itself. If it closes a 15-minute candle above this first standard deviation, and you're only like, here's the first resistance level on the daily. I mean, in my opinion, this thing is going to run the 95.4 Laplace, man. And you're probably going to see, I mean, good Lord, you're definitely going to see the center of the daily. I mean, that's 411.6. That's why when I was looking at, a put, I was like, well, where's the center of the daily? It's a good starting spot. And I was like, you could get a discount here. This thing pumps up to 415. And where did it go? Went right to 415. You got the discount for 20 cents. I didn't get in. But it's 56 cents right now. So you could woke up, bought the 415, did a quick 5X, and you're heading to that on the downside right now, real fast too, if it keeps going. Good little morning trades. That's what it's all about, in my opinion, too, man. All right. Get 2, 3, 4, 5 nice scalps in the morning session, right? Noon. I'm hitting balls at 1 o'clock. Looking for somebody to take money off of. There's nothing like it, boys. Trading in the morning, going to the club in the afternoon. And summer's here, and I got a fucked up shoulder. Sorry, Trading View, I'm in pain. Please, I don't ask for much. Heal my shoulder so I can play golf. And it's dollar. All right, so we just hit the first resistance level in the daily. It's above the 1 SD now. It's above the 1 SD. This thing's cooking. People. I'd love to see that pullback on Bitcoin. What's that?
We just smashed.
Yeah.
Wow. 11s have tripled, quadrupled.
Yeah, look. You got a 4X on the 412s right now. If you got in at 20,
Yeah.
They're at 80. About probably going to be a 5X there real shortly. Could have got 2 back-to-back 5X trades. Boom. Just think if you did 5 lots on those. Pretty good day. That's when people are sitting there swing trading. Right, P-Funk? They don't understand, man. It's all about occurrences. It's all about bam, 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 bam. Not just sitting there. Not just sitting there getting in a 4-hour swing trade and going to the golf course and I can't hit a putt because I'm running in the back of the mind. God, is Bitcoin going to dump on me? Or no, I'm not in any trades. And I'm making all my putts. Let's see. But boy, it drops quick though, man. I mean, it dropped 20 cents like boom, just on the little pullback up. That's what people need to realize, man. That's why it's all about just quick profit taking. But now, if this 15-minute candle closes above here, yeah, this is on today for the dollar. I could see it ending up there to 95.4 Laplace. It's been just getting hammered too much. All that bull div is going to play out. And you're going to have all these assets coming back, testing power mean bands and stuff. Yeah. Getting a little warm. 85 yesterday. I don't know how it was up there, P-Funk, but it was warm here.
Same. Yeah. I think it broke a record.
Yeah. Beautiful day, too, man. Holy crap. Beautiful day. I was helping out at the restaurants again last night. Jesus Christ. What a zoo. Got so many morons working. I went in there and just, my brother just, I'm like a curse and a blessing. You don't know what to do. Because I sold out of the restaurants, 15 years ago, probably. So I don't want nothing to do with the restaurant business, right? So, but when I moved back here, I knew exactly what would happen. So I'm back over there hanging out and stuff. I think I've, just in the last week, got rid of like 4 people. Just, the workforce is so jacked. Oh my God. So stupid. Want to work. Yeah, so, and like 3 of them were drivers, right? Just crazy. I mean, it's.
Can I ask?
Yo.
Is it like a drug user problem? So what I see here is a lot of people are starting to drink Benylin or codeine.
Yeah,
right?
man.
It's a lot easier to get your hands on it here because it's a cheap medication to solve a lot of
Same
issues.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So DMC or something they call it, don't they? DMC or DMZ or some shit like that.
Slurp, purple drank, something in my cup, double cup in a music video, that bullshit. So what we're finding is people are turning to that because it's, how do I put it? It's becoming cheaper to get the buzz than spending the same amount of money to get the buzz from alcohol, right? And then they also turn to it if they like smoke shitty weed. Then to boost the weed, they drink this, and it like calms them down or whatever. I don't know. I don't fuck around with stuff like that. And yeah, so like, is it a drug problem that's causing these people to like just not give a fuck?
Yeah, you know what? There's definitely a problem in the States with have you seen Portland lately? Let's legalize all the drugs. That'll help society. Have you seen that in debacle? It's so bad. But I'll tell you what the main problem is. It's not a drug problem. It's a government giving people free money problem. That's what it is. They get hooked on that government cheese. They don't want to work. It's incredible. Where last night, so I got to go in there, right? 53 years old. I do this for a living. I don't want nothing to do with the family restaurant business. But if my brother calls and needs help, I'm going to go. All right. And it's been like this for months since I've been home. It's almost been a year now. It's getting a little old. But so I go in there. What do? I'm literally delivering pizzas, right? Delivering pizzas. Dude, I worked from 4 to 10 last night, 6 hours, made $350 delivering pizzas. And we can't get good people to come in and do it. They'd rather sit at home on their butts and stick with us. Oh, he already left. I was going to tell. We had a new guy come in. He's probably like, well, these guys aren't even talking about trading, and he left already. It's all right. Nothing to see here. But yeah, that's the
We're
problem.
discussing Dixie.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, man.
Anybody.
It's by design, too. I got newsflash for everybody. I mean, dude. I mean, if we haven't noticed of just breaking down society, it's when people say the system's broke. I'm like, you're missing the whole point. The system was built. It is working flawlessly for what their goal is. For what their goal is. Cryptocurrency plays a part in it too, man. Right? They want to track everybody's finances. It's coming in hot too. This is one of the things, right? It's been talked about for a while. This isn't going to be like a slow transition. Mark my words. When this pops, it's going to be overnight. Watch.
Yo,
It'll all be digital currencies.
can I quickly back that statement?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have been watching The Gold Mafia, right? It's something released by Al Jazeera English. It's like a news documentary. They released 4 episodes, and it's become very controversial. I think I dropped the first episode. I'll drop the first episode, watch it through. It's like 4 hours worth of footage. Very interesting stuff of how to run a corrupt country. Now, what was happening is there's a guy there, you'll see him, he's like an Indian looking guy, like that's like a South African looking Indian guy, and he was pretty much the accountant or like the mastermind of how to manipulate documents, how to get them stamped at the banks, like paying the CEOs of banks or whatever it is, or paying the right people. And they got it all the way down. So what it is they're moving gold, then it's a tobacco company has money, and then they move the money back to Dubai, blah, blah, blah. It's like a pretty cool laundry that you check. But in this whole process, in South Africa, they're like sending money, or in Zimbabwe, they're sending money, and they're getting the SWIFT transaction erased. Okay? So how do I explain this in Bitcoin terms? Imagine like Bilbo, for example, just sent me something. Now, he knows someone, or I know someone that can erase the address that it came from, erase the details of the Satoshis, like that it was a picture on the Satoshi, erase all of that, just make it look like a normal SAT, and erase my my deposit account. Okay, so the whole transaction's erased, and unless you do the full transactional report to track the time of each transaction, because it will reflect up on the blocks, it has to be mined. Only then will you see, oh, okay, there was a transaction here. Oh, damn, there's no data. So that's what they were doing on the SWIFT system.
Mm.
They were erasing both sides of the transaction.
Mm.
And I never knew you could do this. I honestly never knew you could do this.
Me either.
So it's like, this person sends money to Kim Jong-un. Everybody knows there's like, if you've seen the Panama Papers, XX Kim, whatever it is, it's the SWIFT code. You can send it to him, and you can erase the bank account number that sent it to him. So they can't track you. You check. So there's a huge fault in SWIFT that has been exposed to, in my eyes, through this, because that blew my mind. I was like, how are these oaks actually landing cash? And why does it take someone to speak for this to be broken out? Like, why couldn't anyone just track it? You know, like they're that deep in the level of corruption that they're able to literally fuck with the banking system.
Mm.
It's insane.
Why you think it's the fault? It's designed to have loopholes.
Yo, but like this is more than just like trying to fund ISIS. Like it's more than just trying to send money into North Korea. Like those things, they know how to monitor.
You know who runs SWIFT, right?
Yes, Americans in Switzerland or something.
In Belgium.
Belgium. There you
Right.
go. Yeah.
So it's not a bug; it's a feature.
Yeah. So it's like, it's an exploit for sure. But I mean, if it took one little African country, obviously, showed that weakness, well, then obviously it's going to be used everywhere. But I was rather shocked. I was rather shocked. To me, that's anyway. So just going back to looking at all the blockchain and transparency and monitoring stuff and playing with Satoshis now and understanding how you can like, oh damn, you know, it can actually be a picture. It's just code, but it can be a picture. Like it helps us realize the power of what this is. So, and it also, and I'll say this, the government that is willing to implement, let's say, a blockchain technology that can be tracked and not erased, is the government that's willing to bust its own corruption. Furthermore, you'll need the corruption to agree to bust itself. And that's where the problem comes in with trying to implement something like this. So it'll be interesting to see what changes need to be done. And if we're going to be living in a more transparent, evil world that you can track. Because right now, this is so over my head. I honestly didn't know this could happen. Anyway.
Yeah, gotcha.
If you think it's some random oops thing that Swift has a bug like that, it's a feature. When Swift is run by Americans in a country that headquarters NATO and the EU, you got another thing coming.
Mm-hmm.
I could imagine all the ways you would do it, but I wouldn't expect them to do it so blatantly.
It's not blatant when it's out of sight. Nobody knows.
No, but it is. It's like everyone. There's software you can use that you can like just if you have someone's bank account, someone's ID, you can pull all.
Yeah, but who has access to that software?
No, not me. I don't. But I'm saying like I know how to use it. But I'm saying like that's for like business. How do I put this? It's like for business risk assessments and stuff like that. And a bank will grant you the software. It's like how they're looking to see if you're viable for a loan or whatever.
You just said it. The banks.
Yeah.
Right. So the bank is part of the theater. Right?
Yeah, because they are an association that is allowed to use the software.
Exactly. Because they are approved by Uncle Sam and all the systems around the world.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Like, if you have a business, you can access it. And the thing is, that can pick up exactly what's happening here. But if you don't have any of the details to input either side of it, you'd never know. And that is for making sure that this is done. So unless you have the software and you literally look through every transaction that's happening every millisecond.
It's called hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I didn't know they were going to do it so blatantly. Right? Given that the infrastructure is there.
The deceit in the world is to hide in plain sight, right?
Yeah, and it's all encompassing.
Or
everything.
Declare your law and just say we're doing this bad thing, ha ha. And then people are so incredulous about it. Half the time they won't even believe you're doing it. The other half they'll ignore it.
All right. Anyway,
I get what you're saying. It's horrendous, but it's a very critical part of the global financial network, which is run by, a few large central banks around the world.
I would have thought if you had the power to do it, you wouldn't be doing it through that. There's a billion other ways you could do it.
Yeah, but sometimes the easiest way is also it's Occam's razor, man. You take whichever choice is the most probable. And that is usually the way. And very often when there's multiple, you want redundancy in systems, right? Especially when you have an analog world. Remember, Swift was built and run during a time of analog information, just starting to go digital, but by controlled centralized services, not open to the public and not open source and not on an internet, right? So the entire idea of having a globalized network that you could send money to quickly, thus the name Swift, or the acronym Swift, right? Although that's not what it stands for, but that's the acronym for a reason. Back then it was considered fast. And it is connected by computers of its own intranet globally. of bankers that are connected. So the obvious thing to do when you have that kind of redundancy service, when you're not running ambassador bags, and when you're not doing other things to do quiet transactions, sometimes the obvious easy thing is to just run it on the most accessible network that, yes, sure, other businesses can access, but like you said, if they don't have the inputs and outputs, there's no way they can even find it because they can't even look it up. So, but it's right there for everybody to look at, just like the blockchain is right there for everyone to look at. You can't erase a transaction on a proper blockchain, right? That's the whole point of it. Yet tons of things happen that get by people, even expert forensic auditors of blockchains, because there's so many transactions. Try finding a needle in a haystack in a haystack in a haystack.
Yeah, it's a lot of computing power. But you
That's
can find it if you have the money. You can find it.
Yeah, you might be able to. Yeah. I guarantee you there's a lot of transactions people have no idea what they're for and moving big amounts.
Yeah, and they develop this all over time where the technology, all they do is they have the technology ahead of time. They put the plan, and like everything that's happening now, they developed 20, 30 years ago, maybe 40. And that's the way they've always done it. And it's the behind the curtain, all of that. It's the truth. They have all of the technology. It's just when can they implement it the easiest way? And then,
yeah,
I mean,
obviously the average person is usually years behind the actual leading edge technology. But even the leading edge stuff, like blockchains, have been around since effectively the 70s, really, but since the 80s, essentially, they've been developing. And since 2008, we've had the Bitcoin blockchain in 2009 when it was released publicly in January, but we've had the white paper since the end of 2008. So that blockchain system is very publicly accessible and is very searchable. However, there are just such a vast number of transactions that it can take, like African said, a massive amount of computer power to find something. That doesn't mean that it can't be found, but it does mean that there are a lot of things going on that nobody knows because they're hard to find. They take a lot of computing power. That said, cash is way more anonymous, right? Like, why do you think so many governments trying to illegalize cash? Or to make it as hard to access as possible. In Europe now, you cannot spend more than 1,000 euros in cash. Why? Because some bank regulator decided, nope, that's it. You can be funding bad things if you're sending more than 1,000 euros in cash. If you're using more than 1,000 euros again, which is insane. Think about it. 1,000 euros is about $1,000, right? Give or take. If you can't spend, it means you can't buy a secondhand car with cash anymore in Europe. But why do they need that to be all credit lined? Because they want control.
Right.
Not because they're trying
I'll say this. So there's when it comes to putting your, it's very basic. When it comes to putting your country into, let's say, an electronic system, what you're trying to do there is, let's say there's 1 million people that live in Zambia, and on average they can have $100 on any given day in their account. Okay, and that's, let's say, the lowest outlier to the downside. Now it can move 3 standard deviations up or down. It can move 3 standard deviations up every week. Okay, and then at the end of the month it comes back down to, let's say, $110. What you're doing is you're putting all that money onto the financial system, and in a sense it's called the overnight money market that exists on Swift. And you're locking that liquidity up, and you can, as a government, leverage against it. It's sort of like how an insurance company can operate and stuff like this. Okay, so let's say they have over here, that number adds up to, I'm gonna guess, like 100 million or 1 billion. So $1 billion of a float every day, and they can either lend it out for 1% in the month, or they can lend it out for 1% in the year if it's stable. And every time that more people keep on locking up that liquidity, they can get a higher interest rate leveraged out to another country that will have to pay it back as a debt or a loan or something like this. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to literally release cash, right? But if you put too much cash on the street, it loses value. So you got to find ways to keep that cash in the system and it gaining value whilst they can lock that cash you're releasing back up so you can carry on releasing cash. It's a nutsy.
Right.
But yeah, that's the general play. Is the more that the civilization can lock up, the more the government can leverage against when it comes for us to the IMF, sovereign banks.
Yep, completely.
So it's
if you put it for every you put in, they can lend it out 100 times. So exactly, if you lock up more, they get to lend out more and do shenanigans more.
Yeah. In a year, you can maybe lend out, if it increases $10 each month, then, you know, in 1 year, I can lend out $100 from one person of the year in the month. That comes down to like 10 million, $100 million for the whole year. And you can make 1 to 5% of that. And that's just knowing that that money will always be in the system. Doesn't matter what happens to the economy. So it's a very interesting, and it'd be a very interesting place to see how they bring that onto the digital float, the hot wallet government, the hot wallet society we'll be living in, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you see the message we got from TV? Yash?
Dixie.
When everybody has CBDCs, you know.
Yeah.
Dixie's going to be
Dixie might disagree. Dixie might be disagreeing over here.
No, you can bet your butt the dollar will be a digital dollar soon enough, like the euro.
It's coming.
Oh yeah,
You can feel it.
And the people that have no access to banks and no access to credit cards will just be screwed.
Screwed. Yeah, man.
That's the technical term. No, but seriously, like, what will homeless people do? What will people without a bank do? What will people without a credit card do? When they have no access to money? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to turn to crime.
Yep.
They'll rob you.
Oh, like the United States right now. Yeah, just like it.
Yeah,
Like San Francisco.
Crime. That's the word. Crime.
Go to San Francisco if you want to see anything.
Dude, what a shithole. I used to love to go to the Bay Area, right? I lived in Tahoe for a long time. Bay Area, 3-hour drive. Get down there. Wow, man. I used to have a great time. Used to love to go to the wharf down there and freaking big park, man, play Frisbee and have a good time. Chase women around and shit. Now, the last time I went, literally the last time I went, I was dating a girl, had a couple kids. We all go down to the wharf. You know, we're going to hang out, get some sun, go eat. And freaking, the first thing we see, we get out of the car, there's 2 dudes shooting up. Like, you know, they got these little bathrooms set up down there. We walk around, there's a dude just shitting in the grass. I'm just like,
what's he doing there?
The kids are like, ugh. And I'm just like, let's get out of here. This is ridiculous. We went back up to Tahoe. You see what the residents are doing now? They'll pull up the park for the day at work. They roll down all their windows. They open the trunk and they put like a note, there's nothing in here to steal. They just leave their cars unlocked with nothing in them so they don't get their windows broke out. I mean, it's bad. The media's not giving it enough coverage. It's way bad. Portland, nice liberal shitholes that these people have created. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. Yeah, the experiment worked great. Let's just give everybody government money and legalize all the drugs and society will be great. Let's defund the police. God, man, we're in clown world. We are in clown world. This was a very informative stream today. We're all over the place.
They pulled out all the supermarkets in San Francisco too.
Oh, dude, like Walgreens, was the first one, I think. Pulled 17 stores out. I saw a video where there's a dude. He's got like a ski mask on. He is behind the counter, ripping the locked cases off, taking cigarettes. They have like things on everything now. This guy's filling up trash bags full of shit. Nobody's doing anything. This one guy is standing there waiting to check out and he says something. This dude walks over and like assaults the dude. You know, and here's the problem. You get assaulted like that, and then say something that happened to me, and then I open up the can of whip ass on this dude. I'm going to jail. It's insanity. The laws are insane. They are protecting these people. Yeah. They're going. They just keep poking.
Can I ask a question?
Keep poking the snake.
Not like that here in Detroit, I can tell you that, man.
Right. What's up, Warlord?
Like that here.
I'm ready to move to Zambia.
Guys, yo, man, you get in before the Quacha gets to 6, bro. You could have got 3 houses instead of 1.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. But that's not how that works. But sorry for this, right? If you guys, so let's say I want to expose myself to American retail market, and I'm looking to do it through supermarkets or like Home Depot stores or whatever. I have 2 in mind. One being popular brands. One is Walmart and the other is Target. Now, if you were to look 50 years out, who do you think buys who? Or do you think Amazon buys them all? Or do you know what I mean? Right? Do you even think that it's worth buying them?
Still be brick and mortar stores.
Right? So then where do you see more people shopping for more expensive goods? You know?
Well, if they continue having this shit like what's going on in Paris right now, expensive shit will be done online, but you'll have boutiques and armed guards and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, okay, let's say someone is wanting to spend over, in the States, $3,000, okay? Are they gonna to do something on their house, like a TV and couches or whatever? Are they walking into Target or are they walking into like Walmart?
Walking into ABC here, which is just like a specialized TV store there, unless you're lower class, no offense.
No.
You know what I mean? Like if you're working at Ford or General Motors here in Michigan, you're middle class or upper middle class, you're going to like specific places that sell TVs.
Okay.
All the places like the Searses are gone, the JCPenney's are gone. You know what I mean? So now
who's taking their place?
Like ABC Warehouse, which is like a TV, place here, or or Bob's Discount Furniture, which I think are all over the country.
You remember way back in the day, P-Funk? You remember Woolworths, right?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I remember. Well, dude, Kresge's came from Detroit. Kmart.
Dude, they used to have like the food. They used to have like a diner inside. Shit, it was the good old days.
They used to have the soda fountains. Remember?
Yeah, the soda fountains.
Kids went into the one down in Tennessee or whatever.
Yeah.
The restaurant that I work in, over the weekends, it's an old Kresge's. It's an old 5 and dime. And they made it into 3 restaurants. So we have 3 restaurants within one. And if you go down into the basement, there's the old dry kitchen with a dummy waiter where they would send food up from the original Kresge's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they would prep shit in the basement and send it up the dummy waiter, and then they would serve the food at the counter. Did you guys have Kresge's in Indiana?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah. So there's Kresge's, there was Woolworths, there was the one.
Yeah, we have Woolworths.
Monkey Wards. Monkey Wards was a little Montgomery Wards was a little bigger.
Yeah. We had Montgomery Ward. For sure.
Franklin's was a big one. I think Franklin's was, except for they were just idiots. You know what I mean? Walmart did it right where Kmart didn't. But are people still going to shop there? Yeah. I mean, you go into the poorer parts of town, Walmarts are packed.
Oh.
They don't put them in decent. How should I say this properly without sounding egotist? But they don't put them in affluent areas.
No. The Walmarts? No.
There's Costco's everywhere.
Yeah.
Or DJ's Club, which are Sam's Club or whatever.
Sam's Club, yep.
Yeah. I know there's everybody, but you got to buy like 400 rolls of toilet paper at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think brick and mortar will ever go away.
Right. No, I mean.
You got to have supermarkets too, man. You can't buy everything online.
Right.
then again, like Josh is saying, what are you going to do with the people that don't have access to, if they go to a CBD or whatever you call it, a wallet, a digital wallet, you can't even loan a person $100, $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If you have no credit card and there's no access to cash, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You have to wait for your UBI money to come in, and then when that gets your bills at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month when you get that UBI deposit and you got like $7 left, what are people gonna do?
I also think you're going to see them jack taxes up here to the point of being like Canada. I'm going to have to pay this shit off.
Yeah.
Or the medical. I mean, like me, I'm in Obamacare, man, and I still can't even afford that. It's crazy. I mean, yes, I can afford it, but I mean, you got to meet a $7,000 minimum, to get health care before you even get any kind of help, and I'm paying what, $150, $200, $300.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Help from the state on that. It's insane. I'd rather just pay a higher income tax,
Yeah.
The Fed could also not have ridiculous targets. Like, what's this random 2% nonsense? What does that have to do with anything? So literally a joke. They're literally a joke. Oh, we want to give people the perception, and then they don't want to change the number because they don't want to give people the notion that they're changing their ways, because then that gives up the game. But everybody knows that, so the game is already given up by the fact that everybody knows it. So if you don't want to change it to be perceived as not changing because you're worried about being perceived wrong, then you've already lost. So you may as well change, and you may as well accept the new facts and the new realities. But of course, they don't want to do that because they're still trying to pull the wool over as many fools' eyes as they can, and they will for as long as they can, while they wrest control of everybody's last dollar and force everybody onto digital dollars as fast as they can, and then try to run the game that way, which will just also be an utter disaster because they don't have a good model. And everyone's like, oh, I don't envy the chairman of the Fed. Yeah, I don't envy the chairman of the Fed either, because he's a theater puppet playing a ridiculous role for a system that is designed to not help anybody at the bottom, and it is designed to help the people that are running it. And it would not be that hard for the U.S. to say, okay, thank you very much, Fed. You've done your thing. Now you're obsolete. Either you change your model or we just will change to something that isn't you. But the government doesn't want to do that because they get all their free fake money from the Fed. And they distribute it to their friends. And I don't mean to turn this into that kind of live stream, but we are talking about money. And that is how the markets are run. It is not a free market. And that's why I keep saying, whenever I look at these scalps and stuff, like, none of this is free capitalist enterprise. Like, not a thing about it. The closest thing you have to free capitalist enterprise, frankly, are decentralized exchanges trading crypto. And even that, because of the amount of big bags in the system already, has long since gone. So it's a land grab at this point. That's why it's good to be good at trading and grab as much as you can before it will just effectively be a dead system.
He who has the biggest bank or the biggest order will always win.
What's that?
He who has the biggest order or the biggest bank or whatever will always win.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll always have the first position, the best position, and all that. But at the same time, we don't necessarily have to have big orders or big positions to win trades. We just have to be on the right side of the trades that the big orders are making.
Yeah.
And then that we can pick up the crumbs and fill up our bags and be happy and content with our whatever each of our goals is.
I have to make a comment about this morning, even with this live stream and all this conversation. Those two calls this morning were pretty impressive. Yesterday also, very impressive. So I'm going to give you that feedback. So we can talk, we can have all these conversations, but this is someone who's new to your whole situation. And the two calls from yesterday and today, you can talk about whatever you want. I would sit here and listen to everything and comment whenever I want. But I'm going to give you that feedback right now.
We just go there and scan them every single moment and only about that.
I was literally
just
going to say.
And I called yesterday. I rung in yesterday only one time. one time.
Right.
And literally shut it off after that because I didn't have any more time. But the 412s, I mean, the 411, 412s, give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, one thing, great conversation. I'm going to have to go, but I wanted to give that comment. Great conversation too. It's at least it's something in depth about something.
Yeah.
And not nothing.
Yeah.
So anyways, there's your feedback.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Always good to hear you giving feedback, dude, of any kind. I love it. I
Yeah,
love your inputs.
definitely.
Sure.
Great. Good stuff.
That's some amazing stuff. I've been doing this a long time. That's some amazing stuff. I don't care. You just have to have that feedback. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to ring in every day just to get an objective analysis. I don't
Right.
care. You're not committing anything to me, and I'm not committing anything to you other than trying to get my indicators left. And I haven't had I'm in a cockpit with half my indicators now. So I'm like, I got to get that shit hooked up.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we definitely appreciate your input. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's great about the VEPS. It's not like, we're not sitting here trying to figure these markets out using lagging indicators, and you're paralyzed, right? You're trying to figure all this shit out, where the VEPS, we do a couple little workflow reads, and it's like, okay, now we can talk about the crime wave in San Francisco. Whatever. We got time.
Is that gonna dump the Dixie?
Yeah. It could. And this is exactly what happened. The dollar did exactly what I thought was going to happen. I don't think we've seen the end of it. Hell, we're still in the morning set. The market's been open an hour and 45 minutes. This thing is up here above the first. Well, I mean, it's above the first standard deviation. Right? It got through that weekly support level that flipped resistance. This is going to continue up to the 95 for Laplace. My opinion, probably going to be the next 4-hour candle. Probably be in the later day session. Why do I say that? Well, in this 4-hour candle, what did we already do? First, second, third standard deviation. All right, third standard deviation already. Let me pull this up a little bit. Yeah. Here was the 68.3 Laplace right here. So you got the first standard, second standard, third standard deviation. 99.7% chance right now during this 4-hour candle, not going to close above 101.5. In fact, turning back a little bit. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if it pulled inside the 1ST and bounced off the support level. But as this dollar was rising, where did SPY's wick go to? I literally said exactly what was going to happen if it got up here. I was like, it's going to go and it's going to tap the center of the monthly, and that's why I would have bought the 412 call. Boom. It just nailed it. I mean, the wick right to it. Pretty funny.
It literally hit the center of the daily even, right? Just below it.
Yeah.
Literally right below it.
Yeah, right at it.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
You look at these charts long enough, you can look and just be like, this is what's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. If this probability plays out, that probability is going to play out. I mean, that's what people don't understand about. And you got people out here trading the markets. How many literally dedicate a chart to Dixie and look at it like literally as much as we do? I mean, it's not a lot. Not a lot of people. They're just like, oh, screw the dollar. Oh, it's got nothing to do. It's like,
Right.
oh, you don't understand correlation.
They tend to look only at the asset that they're trading, and they ignore it. Even if you're not trading any particular significant chart, like you should still know what they are and consider them, because they definitely have something to say.
Yeah, that's one thing you've opened me up to is looking at the dollar like that. I mean, I've never even looked at it, and you've got a full analysis on it.
The peg, like not looking at the peg, is kind of like not looking at the thing everyone trades against. That's why
you have to. You got to look at it. And a lot of people trading traditional markets. Let me get on the traditional watch list here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got these in order for a reason. Look what I put them. Look what I put the most just, I mean, what's the word I'm even looking for? I respect this. What is it? Volatility. We got the VIX on top, the intraday CBOE volatility, and then Dixie right on top. And nobody ever talks about any of this unless they're trading options. And I'm talking about the VIX and the intraday. It's crazy, man, that nobody focuses on this stuff. It's like, for crying out loud, man. It's very important. Very important in my opinion. I mean, we've always been on Dixie. Always. You hear some people mention it sometimes, but they're not talking about it in a correlation aspect with the rest of the markets. They're just being like, oh, the dollar's strong, the dollar's weak. They're not correlating it to anything, right? They're not looking at the divergence and what's going to happen if the dollar does get strength. You never hear anybody talk about it. It's just ridiculous. Like, wow, okay, well,
random grand macro theories about, well, if the dollar's getting stronger now, if the dollar's going higher, that means that it's going to do this and that. Like, yeah, well, no. Like, you're not at all considering the volatility or the entropy. You're not considering any of the probability or statistics. You're not considering the levels that it's moving through on daily, weekly, or monthly. Right. And the correlation of those assets to each other. And so, yeah, people definitely miss the big picture when they listen to quote unquote experts who don't know a darn thing and who prove it every day by their very sophisticated lack of knowledge. Yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, it's fun to have a nice heads up display of the information when you know what you're looking at. And
there's our boy Django. Yeah, right. Yeah, we good. We go to crypto here. Hello request. We got some degen activity. Let's roll it. But what did I tell you about Aptos, right? Yesterday, you know, I'm just, oh, wow, look at that. I love it. Woohoo! We're pumping, dumping now. Holy shit. Oh, so already, right? Today, what does it do? Runs right up to the second standard deviation. Right up to the 2SD, wick right to it. Right to the top side, almost got to the 95.4 Laplace and just pulled back hard. Where to? Top side of the 68.3. Literally 4-hour candle. Yeah, 1 SD bounced up to the bottom side of that first standard deviation. And now on this new 4-hour candle, it is literally at the second standard deviation down here. Finding some support. All right, 95.4% chance during this 4-hour candle Aptos doesn't drop below like what, 12.43? But there's a 4.6% chance that it does, so it is there. It is there. Let me see something real quick. So I remember when I started talking about this thing, did that quick little analysis. And that was what? Shit. Probably been a couple weeks at least. Still up here on a daily. Whoops. Let me see here. Yeah, things turning up for sure. Literally. This daily too. There it is right there. It did. It went up 95.4 Laplace, right? 95.4 Laplace, second standard deviation, normal distribution. You saw how close they were. That's the wick to the 95.4 Laplace right there. Let me take another look at this thing. Yeah. Close enough. I mean, it got above the 2SD. You can see the center. Boom. There's a 95.4. Bottom of the power mean band. That was literally, was that at the end of last week? No. That was the beginning of this week. Yeah, that thing just boom. But look where you're at. Okay? This thing's probably on its way down. Get back down to the power mean band. Under 12. Hopefully you're taking your profits along the way. Hopefully. Oh, there's Doge. There's that little Tesla in outer space. Lovely. Yeah, so Aptos pulling back. I mean, look at the 4-hour. Look at that 4-hour candle right there. Ran right to the 99.7 Laplace and pulled back. That was that candle. So there was the probabilities playing out. What happened when it got up to the 99.7 Laplace? As soon as that happened, there was immediately a 95.4% chance it pulled back inside that level and a 68.3% chance it pulled back inside and closes inside the 68.3% level. Did it? Yeah. Went all the way back down into the 68.3. Probabilities playing out again. But what's Aptos setting up from? Actually, not yet. Here's the data set. Actually, yes, it is setting up hidden. setting up hidden from right here, right now. The plunge could be setting up hidden. I mean, maybe you do. You come down here. That would negate it, so that's not gonna. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. If this thing comes back down and tests the top side of the power beam band and sets up that strong hidden bull, I think it'd pop again. Obviously, the degens are liking Aptos. Somebody's buying it. Somebody's selling it right now. Somebody's selling it right now. Yeah. Yep. No problem. Sure. Sure. Yeah, you can DM me. Let's see here. I like problems. I'm a problem solver. Let's see. I'm a problem solver, especially when it comes to women. If there's a problem, I just move on. Probably why I'm single. Because relationships come with problems. I'm too old to deal with relationship problems. Don't need them. Don't need them. I'm set in my ways too. Woof. Woof. It would not be an easy transition for a woman. She'd be like, oh shit, I guess you're set in your ways. I'd be like, pretty much. Pretty much. Evans. Yeah. At 412, man. Good profit. Good profit on those trades. It's like Hood Spy was saying. 2 days in a row, nailing these things. Nailing them. Just the VEPS. The low time frames. You know, use as soon as that market opens, man, you just start dropping. I mean, the 4 hours is going to give me a little bit, okay, what's going on? Is there bear bull div? What's happening with the volatility? Then I'm dropping down through these time frames right here. Real fast. And if I would have been actively getting ready to trade and saw, right, pre-market, where did it go down to? And I know I said something about it. I was like, look, it dropped right to the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace, where the top side of the daily is. There was a very, very high probability that was going to happen. I would have immediately went up to this resistance level, bought the 415 call, taken the profit, looked at that low time frame. We saw that bear div down there on, I think it was a 6 minute. Boom. And the dollar, it's doing everything that we said was going to happen. It just checked up on the center of the daily again. What's that telling me? There's two pokes at it. I mean, this dollar makes a run up here to the 95.4 Laplace. Mark my words. You're going to see SPY probably drop right to this weekly range, 409. That's why, boom, I'm already out of that trade, right? Now I'm looking at 409s right now. We're 13 cents heading towards the afternoon session. Kidding me right now? Dude, you could triple dip this thing today and then go to the club. Take everybody's money on the golf course. It's all good. It's all good. Go out there. I love the big ball hitters, right? The big long drivers. Because they can't putt worth a shit. Drive for show, putt for dough. My dad, good example. Like when he got in his older years, he was only driving the ball about 220, 230 probably. But down the center every time. Still hitting greens in two, still having birdie putts. And these bombers are driving. I mean, it's crazy, man. Another sport where people just don't get it. Don't get it. They think the big, long drivers are always going to win. I'll tell you what's going to happen. You drive the ball like that, you're going to be the one that's always in trouble, especially if you can't hit it straight. There's a reason why golf course designers design courses the way they do. And nowadays, with these new courses, where are they placing all the hazards? They're out there where all these big ballers are pounding their drives. So you're going to be in a fairway bunker, right? You're going to be behind a bunch of new trees that they put out there at about 320. It's crazy, man. People got to understand how that game actually works. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? Anything else? Yeah, we managed 2 hours of all over the place, but we came in, we did what we do. All right, we did what we do. HudSpy had to get me on track. Hey, can we go to SPY real quick? I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, we come in, we give some quick reads, then we have fun. Then we have fun. And it doesn't matter whatever you're trading. That's why, if you're watching these streams on TV or live in the Discord, put an asset you want to look at in the morning. A lot of us like to trade, we're trading crypto, trading intraday SPY, calls and puts, but we will look at anything, right? Anything. Like, let's see here. Let me check something real quick. I know what I wanted to look at. Oh, there you are, Bud. Anheuser-Busch. Apparently, Anheuser-Busch been having some problems, right? What's the terminology? Go woke, go broke. Yeah, but this is another thing too, right? I mean, I just saw a bunch of media reports. Now, look, this is what's funny. This is a riot, right? Because if you're not aware of what's going on with Bud Light, it's just a whole shit show with whatever they're doing for marketing. I'm not going to get into that shit. I don't agree with it at all, and that's why there's a lot of people that aren't buying their product anymore. But they're going to say that it's because of that why Anheuser-Busch pulled back. And they're literally saying that it dropped 30%. Guys, the media, even both sides manipulate shit and gaslight people. It's not just the left, right? It's the right too. That's why I'm not, Native Americans say left wing, right wing, same bird, right? So,
exactly.
They want you to think that that's the reason. Not only did Anheuser-Busch not pull back 30%, but they're taking into account, these dumbasses don't know the markets. They're just going to be like, oh, it pulled back. Or was Anheuser-Busch went on a nice run and just mean reverted right back to the freaking reverse wave trend. And now it's pumping again. It's a joke, man. It is. It is. That they want you to think that the news is going to create things. It doesn't. It doesn't. This thing was already mean reverting when all this shit went down. It's so funny. It really is. It's a joke. That's why I wanted to pull up to see. And here's the daily. What did it do? Check up on the top side of the power mean band on the daily. Wave trend on the 4 hour. Nah, it got down into it. But now it's stuck up under the 9 log MA. Interesting. But yeah, the fact they said this thing that Anheuser-Busch pulled back, because I don't think, now I could be wrong. Let me turn off the power meter. I'm going to see something right here. Because I'm pretty sure it's as one corporation. I'm going to check though. Yeah, I mean, Anheuser-Busch as a whole only pulled back 5.5%. Here's what I don't know though. Maybe I'm wrong. Does Bud Light have its own ticker? I didn't think it did. No, it's all Anheuser-Busch. So, I mean, I literally just saw a YouTube short. Somebody was talking about it saying, oh, they lost $5 billion in market cap and it pulled back 30%. Really? Really? Is that how dumb you think we are? Or because it damn sure did not pull back 30%. You want to see a 30% pullback from the top? I mean, guys, this is only 12%. I mean, come on. 30% pullback from like, what, $70? Do the math. Crazy. Now, let me see something here. Let's go to a weekly. Let's go to a 21 day. Holy shit. So what are they going to... Is this how they're gaslighting people? Oh, this is going to be a riot. Let me see something here. No, there's 30% right there. I'm like, are they talking about from the all-time high? And they just take for granted that most people don't trade the markets. Let's see what they're talking about. Because here we go, right here.
Yeah, I mean, like 80 or 90% of Americans don't even own a single share of anything.
Yeah. Yeah, look, what are they talking about? This local top right here? I watch this. Let's see. Wick to bottom. There's a 30% pullback right here. Look at it. So you got a 30% pullback from the data set right here But they're trying to make it sound like because of the play Bud Light did that it pulled back from here. What a bunch of scumbags. It's from this top. Had nothing to do with any of their news BS that they're trying to say, oh, Budweiser lost all this market share. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, really? Really? What? Here's the 21-day candle pullback. Pretty significant? Yeah. Was it in the VEPS? Let's check it out. Let's see here. What are we pulling back on? No text. Oh, gosh. People in their narratives. Well, we can bust that apart every day. That's a challenge out there, too. Anybody. Show me what you think about an asset, and I'll look at it with the VEPS. We'll see. We'll see. But if you're using lagging indicators, yeah, I'm going to expose you. I guarantee it. I will expose you. That's why most don't, right? We've had like these open invitations forever. Forever. That's usually the final one I pull when somebody's just being very irritating. I'm just like, put your money where your mouth is and just shut up. Never going to do it. They will never do it. Guarantee it. I put a challenge out to the biggest YouTube Jimmy out there. Do you think he took it? No. Do you think he ever would take it? No. Guarantee it. Why? Because it would expose them. It would expose them. They don't want to be exposed. They definitely don't want to go head to head with an alpha trader. Guarantee that, man. But at the same time, they got their little target audience, and they're going to keep gaslighting them. But when a real MFer comes around that really knows how to read these markets, this dude was literally, I mean, obviously he was a water closet guy, but yeah, he worked at the CBOE or whatever. He was a runner, man. Right? He tries to say he was a market maker. He was a guy sitting at a computer. The market maker was coming behind, blowing in his ear, pouring honey. Hey, make this trade. He's the one putting in the trades. That's all he was doing. When I knew he was a fraud first time when he was just like, oh yeah, my mentor, yeah, he uses the yellow 21. And I'm like, okie dokie. So we did a little research on him. Yeah, he did work there. He definitely did work there. But not in the context he really said, which is fine, man. People just, it's a shame. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Alpha tradings, we're going to be here. We are going to be here. What are the 409s at? 16 cents are already going up a little. Yeah, we're about to wrap this up. This is going to get interesting. Remember what I said before? Look, right? The dollar just got a new 4-hour candle. Party time, right? Did a 3SD move. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see it pull back to the bottom of to the bottom side of the 68.3. We're right here, 101.38, but it's already above the first standard deviation. You open up the new 15-minute candle, it immediately checked up on the 1SD. Now it's bouncing. But is what I'm saying, probability-wise, now the game's open again. 4-hour candle close. Did not close above the 3SD. But now, let's see here. Where's the first standard deviation? Right here, 101.6. 95 for Laplace is pretty much a little bit below second standard deviation on the daily. Right? If the dollar makes a run for this 95 for Laplace, you're probably going to see down here, weekly range. That's why I was eyeballing those 409s. And like right now, if I were trading, I probably would be buying some 409 puts. I probably would be buying some 409 puts. Now, that turns against me. If the dollar starts closing 15-minute candles back inside that 1SD, right? And the SPY data set gets back up inside its 68.3 Laplace. Look, it's sending wicks into it. Boom, boom, boom. Right now, it's stuck in between bottom side of the 68.3 on the daily, center of the daily range. You're getting wicks into both. It's just going sideways right here on these 3 15-minute candles. If we were to get back up here and close above that 68.3 Laplace, I'd get out of that trade, right? I'd just close it. I'd close out those 409s. So, but as of right now, and I'm talking 15-minute candles, right? And this one, we got 4 minutes left. Hasn't done it yet on either side. That's what I would be looking for. Like, to put this into context, what I would be looking for. I would front run this. I definitely probably would front run this and buy those 409s. But at the same time, as soon as I enter that trade, I am watching that exact scenario. That's what I'm looking for. And it's perfect. Look at the data sets, man. Right? Barely below the 68.3 over here, barely above the 1 SD here. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Nice. And we got Bitcoin pulling back. Beautiful. Back down to the daily range. Where is... And remember, this is a resistance. This was the top of the weekly volatility range. Is it a no-brainer? We're pulling back up inside. No. You know how many people, right, that don't understand the markets, that are just going, whoa, oh, now YouTube Jimmy's really bullish. Whoa, he was telling us the market was going to crash a couple of days ago. But now he's saying, oh, we're going. They're up here buying, man. Why? I'm not. No way am I buying BTC around 31K until this week is up. Right? This week needs to close. There's no doubt about it, because we have hit the top of the range. This is all fluff. I wouldn't even be trading Bitcoin. If I were, it would be shorts. It would definitely be shorts going into the end of this close. At least that's where my bias would be, intraday trading. All my risk would be to the downside. I'm not saying I wouldn't counter trade, right? I would counter trade some scalps at the top side, but I'm not going to put any risk on. If I'm trading with the Bitcoin, I'm probably scalping the top side 0.1 Bitcoin, like a tenth of my account, right?
Yeah,
but
it still mean the downside. So, you know,
yeah,
you could easily do that little snap down to the power mean and the RMLR down there.
Mm-hmm.
On that 4 hour.
Yes, sir, indeed. In freaking indeed. What do we got here? Back, you do this real quick.
In the stream, so.
Oh, I don't want to go to the stream. That'll create some back. I'll do it when we're done. So, yeah, guys, if you're watching on TradingView, hit that rocket icon for us. Help this info get out to other traders. And going to thank everybody, right? Giving us a lot of support in the Discord, watching these live streams every day. I want to thank you if you're watching on TradingView, on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, aren't you sick of that platform yet? We are. Yasha just put some stuff in our private chat last night where I'm just like, God, wow, those numbers are startling, are they not?
I mean, that's just crazy.
To think we are not shadow banned on YouTube, dude. It's obvious. It's obvious. Like Yasha said before, you can literally start a YouTube channel called Mason Jar Farts, fart in mason jars live on stream. Not only would people probably buy them, but you would have thousands of subscribers within months. But we're putting out all this good VEPS information, and we have not.
Be so dirty.
2 years. Yeah. How many videos, Yasha? I mean,
like 500, of which almost 400 are still up online.
And we got 200 subscribers, 240 subscribers, which we've gained like 40 since the beginning of this year. But still, it's the point. Our info is not getting out to people. It's just not. It's crazy.
It's not.
There should be some sort of growth. We're like, we're doing everything you're supposed to do. And that's what I'm saying. This information, I don't care how small of a channel we are, and this is a good point. How many other people on YouTube do you hear talking about this stuff? Nobody. Zero. That's why. That's how you crush a revolution. You do it before it even starts. And I'm a firm believer this is what happened. We caught somebody's eye. People are like, you're so small, blah, blah, blah. It's YouTube. It's a platform, right? For creators. Why would they do that? Hello? Right? Who owns YouTube? I mean, it's just like, dude, there's some big players out there that are in these markets. They don't want this information out. Period. It is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. They don't want this info out. It's pretty obvious. So there we go. There we go. That's what it's all about, man.
Occasionally we get a random walking like HUD spot. and whoever else is coming through that platform. So, yay for that. We're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because once in a while, we get great people in here who are new to this, and it's awesome.
Yep. 100%.
And I didn't stay there very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the fact is, you did find us there, and so that's good, and that's great. And for that reason alone, we'll keep plugging away and posting stuff on there. But we sure don't do it for the expected sudden boom in popularity in our YouTube channel. I can assure you that. We don't put affiliate links in our descriptions because we don't do that, and we don't play that game. And that's probably another reason they don't, shove us into more people's faces. And we're not into monetizing our content. Even if we had 1,000 whatever subscribers and all the views you needed, we still wouldn't run ads and all that stuff because we just want people to get the content.
Right.
And learn something. Well, yeah.
Here's a couple stabs of the hidden bull setting up on the dollar too. For sure. It's going sideways right now a little bit, but yeah, I firmly expect this thing to, it's not on the 15. The 9. Yeah, I got a little on the 9.
On TradingView, we do get some relatively nice views considering, relatively to the amount of noise that we're able to make anywhere.
Yeah.
TradingView has so far messed with us.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Bilbo, how did you saw that hidden bull?
Let's see here.
On what?
Let me go to the 33 minute.
You were on a higher time frame,
Mhm.
and I can see the bull, but you saw it.
So right here, right, you got all these data sets as they go sideways, right? They're all higher highs, right? Look at the returns oscillator. So here's the data set right here. Here's the low on the return oscillator, right? Here's a lower low setting up when you got a higher low on the price. This data set down here, look, it's even dropping below that low. If this drops more, let me see something. Let me blow this up. Yeah, see, it's already dropping below it. It's already dropping below it. This gets down to the band. You're going to have, from there, and from there. You're going to have 3 different, right, that this is going to create lower low. And look where it is on the 33 minute.
And it will be a bear divergence.
What's that?
If
right here.
It will touch the band, the lower band, it will be a bear divergence.
Yeah, you see it? You see the higher high, and then right here, right, you get a lower high, setting up bear div. Here's the kicker. Look at the correlation. It's negative. And right now there is literally no correlation. That can change, right? That can change. If this gets positive, that it could definitely, the price action could go down. But when you see the negative correlation getting weak, if this returns oscillator drops down to the band, turns up, and then you get a positive correlation, the hidden's gonna win out. And you're on top of the 99 log MA right now. This could be like a little launch pad. The power mean band on the 33 could expand very quickly. But look what else is going to happen on the 33 minute on the dollar. All right. You're going to have this cross here at some point, probably right out here next couple hours. And so if this data set takes off and makes those moves we were just talking about on the VRE, probably going to pull back and test that and guarantee you the power mean band is going to be right there too. This is how to be looking at all this. There's a lot that goes in. I'm sure people are like, I don't know what the hell he just said, but I guess it makes sense. It all works together. And then look at the entropy. Entropy's still trending. Entropy's trending. Volatility's contracting, negatively correlated. Nice steady too. So, yeah, I got stuff to do. We got to wrap this up. Almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Plenty of time. So yeah, thanks you guys. Nice profile pic, Warlord. I like that. And again, thank you for watching. Yeah. Thank you for watching on TradingView, YouTube, Twitch, live in the Discord. You guys are Chads, man. We appreciate you a lot. We appreciate all the support. And it is the last trading day. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin this weekend. I'm not afraid to come on and do a stream. And I'll come in the Discord and tag everybody to let them know we're going to have a stream. But I'm telling you right now, probably Bitcoin's definitely, it's already back inside the weekly, top side of the weekly range. Whether, because the bulls are in control, whether or not it dumps more, we'll find out. I'll look at the charts later on this afternoon, probably tonight after we get a new close, see what's going on. Probably going to go sideways underneath that, what is it, 30.5, right? Yeah, 30.5 level. So we'll have to get back at it. And if not, though, if we do not get back, we'll be here Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading out.